So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And Lance going to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Lance and Kittle in sync for the 49er first. From the gun, it's Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to a safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Again, running left, it's McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. They do go for it. Lance. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
from the 47. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Herbert operating from the red zone. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Herbert throwing again. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Gerald Everett, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
52 blaster.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Lance to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have got it back to within a score. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Guyton as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Strike 60. Red, cycle. Smash, red.
To try again after the sack. Lance. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, that you see sometimes when they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and this is back to an 8-point game. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Shot, 17.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to have a Niners first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he's been able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. On first down, Justin Herbert. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 23. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. First down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know, the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Lance. Over the middle, that's it's complete to McCaffrey. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Lance going to try to throw for this. Eluding, and he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away, and this remains a 2-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is put a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
This out quickly to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Once more, here's Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Herbert now. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 74 yards on the ground for him so far.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And they get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds to go. Second and 10. Now Lance. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Okay, ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Ready?
Here's Lance. This will be caught at Samuel. 36 yards on the play. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up first and goal at the 1.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this is good. Ronnie Gold knocks it through in a pressure spot. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
the game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just laying. You know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in.